Okay, basically that stock analysis, right, and comment on and presented on this by me slowly for this education and information purpose only, and I do not call anyone to buy, sell or hold the stock or share I presented here, right? So if you guys want to make a call, you want to buy or sell, right? It's on your own risk, and you shall conduct your own technical analysis for further action. Okay, so I'm okay. Let get started, right? I would like to go through the standard agenda. Okay, so the agenda, right? I think would like to go through is like first I want to go through this KLSE future look. What is the trend of KLSE future or the CI is heading to, and where are we now? Then followed by my stock pick, right? First is Insas, right? Century and Hovid. Of course, I do buy on this the tofu, right? On the last section which I'm shared before, and Century I shared that before. Then after that we go for this open question and answer. Okay. All right. I do see some of the people um I going to see some of the people raise some question, right? I think probably like please do stop me if you have any. Okay. Okay, let's get started, right? The first is a KLSE Outlook, right? So let me pull up the chart. Okay. So and okay, you looking at this, right? For those who first come to join, let me recap what I shared last week, right? Pretty fast, right? Let me do that. And today that KLSE CI future, right, is just like complete kind of like the wave number um A, right? Let me draw something for you guys so that you guys can see this, right? Okay, so you're looking at this, right? This is one, two, wave three, wave four, and wave number five, right? And which I'm sharing last week, and there is a collection down. Okay, the collection down, right? Retracement, right? Collection down to this Fibonacci level 38.2%, right? And the question now is like where should it heading? And that first level, right? I do expected minimum retracement, right? Up to like the future level is 1835. Okay, how this level I come out is basically based on the future the retracement, right? It's right at this level which is 61.5%. Okay, the question now is like how far it can go, and even before let do this way before I conclude how far it can go, right? Basically you can look at this level, right? And we do see some sort like go hidden divergence, right? Hidden divergence, which is the divergence to promote the trend continuous going up, right? And if you have the hourly chart, right, I expect you to see the bullish lateral divergence, right? You look at here, this area, this two is like kind of like bullish lateral divergence, and together coupled with this dodgy and if you combine these three candle, right, you can see some sort of like a morning star, right? So this is promoting this future is reversing time, right? So the question now is like I do expect, right, that certain um is that okay? I do hear some of the people asking I can hear me, right? Are you guys can hear me? Just please raise out your hand. I do see MK saying cannot hear me. Yeah, I think MK you might check your speaker, right? So I think many of the audience is able to hear me, right? I don't know why you can't hear me, right? I think probably I don't really can help you on that, right? You might need to figure out what is the technical click you need to solve, right? Okay, I'm sorry. Let's move on. Okay, so back to here, right? So and you're looking at this now. The question is like okay. Before I think I want to give a big picture as well, right? You look at a big picture, right? I do anticipate um the midterm trend, right, is an uptrend. Okay, why I'm saying so is because of I do expect the wave um this is kind of like okay, it's a mess. Okay, anyway, let's put this way. or let me erase out all right. Okay, this the big picture, right? You do see the time draw up, right? This is 1 2, right, 3 4 and 5. Okay, so and one collection up, right? So it will come to here, right, which I'm anticipate, right? Probably the question is like it will come bound back here, right? This is wave A, B, right, C, right? Then only go all the way up to 1900 something, right? This is the first scenario, right? Which I'm anticipating, right? And when come to the price come to this 1835, right? We got to pay attention how the trend is behave, right? The second scenario, right? The second scenario is which I'm hope is happen, right? So that we can get much more better and faster reward, man. And this is one, this is two, right? Because of the 1 2 3 4 5 right here, right? 5. Then we have the bigger one, 1 and 2. This is 2. Then all the way go up, right? So this is another scenario. That's why the question is like now when come to here, we need to pay attention what will happen. What will be happen, right? So and if you ask me, right, I personally I would think, right, based on my experience, right, probably will be the first scenario, which is much more so-called higher probability might happen. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, all right. So this is talk about the KLSE future, right? So before I move to next agenda, which is my stock pick, right? Any question for that, so that I can you just raise out your hand, or you need me to mail you your question, or you just type whatever question you have about the CI future, then I can answer you. Okay, how do you get 1835? Yeah, 1835. Basically, the two thing I'm looking at. The first thing is like for those who are attended my meeting or training before, right? We call the role reversal. Looking at this, right? Looking at this, right? Saying, right? So this is initial support level. When it broke, right? So when come back to here, you become the resistant. And the second level, which I'm doing is like um that so-called Fibonacci retracement, right? Looking at this, right? This retrace, right? You put back from here, from this peak to the recent retrace, right? Looking at this area, right? 61%, 61.8%, right? 1835 to 1840, right? Typically, that ABC tend to and behave in such a way, right? Like to retrace down, right? At 61, in between probably this is at 61 to 38 point 2%. You're looking at this 38.2%, right? So you ask me, why probably you might looking at this as paying some attention. So right. Let's say the it's rejected as this 38.2%, right? Means draw something for you, right? So that you can have a better picture, right? So the scenario we could be like that, okay, right? Then you making the decision, right? Whether go up here or another stroke back, right? Another scenario is like could be come to here, right? Then retrace back to 38.2%, then all the way down here, right? You know, Elite wave, right? I would say it's a very subjective and depend on the experience you have and how you looking at the trend and also the pattern. Um, with some help on this some of the indicator, right, in such a hidden divergent, convergent, and as well as the price and volume action, right? So which very much depend on your experience, right? To me, I'm a seasonal trader, right, in forex, right? I know how to look at all these chart and pattern behave, right? So that is to me is like kind of easy for me to look at. All right. So why you use future instead of CI, right? So um okay, so if you understood, right, CI, I could be wrong, right? Future is a leading indicator, right? Whatever how you call those big player, right, want to some sort like buy or sell the stock, right? Basically future is one of the right so-called financial component to hedge their position to mitigate their risk, right? This is more on risk mitigation, and also I can see the is we much more is sensitive lah, right? Compared with CI. All right, so I'm going to answer this question. All right, any more question? Then I can move on. So MK, I can't really help you much. Why your computer can't hear, right? I'm sorry, I'm can't help you on that. Probably this because of your computer have issue. Okay, so 9 child, right? We have 3 more stock to cover. Then if no, then I will move on to next one. Okay. So please ask any question. No, I will move on. Oh come on, the Naga is not my in the list. I think this will be open question right later, right? It's not now, not the now like time to call. Right? Okay, so if not, I will move on to the next stock pick, right? My stock pick. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, my first topic, right? I will go through is a century, right? Century, okay. And the century I do kind of like explain before based on my previous sharing, okay, that in the big picture, right, century they have two potential wave count, right? The first, which is status here, right, is 1, 2, right, 3 and 4, and now it's heading to 5, wave number 5, right? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So this is the first scenario. The second scenario is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There's a double 3. Wave 3 is heading to north, right? So there's the current scenario, right? So what I'm pointing here is like like looking at the other indicator to support this century. Why I make such a conclusion saying that I will go bullish for this stock, right? Okay, let's look at this, right? The first thing is like if you're looking at the indicator support, right? So I think I do see some. The first thing is like I do see the hidden divergence, right? The hidden divergence to support the current continuous, right? The first, like hidden divergence is pointing the line to here, and then you point to here, right? You can see the hidden divergence. Hidden divergence basically I don't expect many people know about that, right? So it's a very widely used in high call this forex trading. I'm used very widely to on this, right? So and on top of that, right, I'm also looking at the candlestick, right? The candlestick, you look at this, right? At this area, right, you can see the bullish harmony cross, right? Okay, you're looking at this, right? This is the bullish harmony cross, right? And also it is at the uptrend line, right? Looking at this is the uptrend line, right? Second point, third point is like uptrend line, right? So at the bullish harmony, okay, and on top of this, right, you can see the angle, right? Looking at the angle, right? Somehow the line, right? The line chart is not really perfect, right? Okay, looking at this, right? This angle, right? This is uptrend first, second, right? And then this also the uptrend line, right? The uptrend line angle is shifting up, right? It's shifting up, right? Which is how I call the telling the uptrend is getting stiffer and stiffer, right? So that um on top of this, right, you're looking at the downtrend, right, the recent collection downtrend, right? You look at this candle, right, it's been break the downtrend has been breached, right, and this is telling the short-term collection is ended, right, with like this situation, right? Today, yesterday, right, closed at how many? It's 865, right, and uptrend line breach, right? This is an indication of the trend collection is end, right? Probably I do see anticipate you should go to try this 9, probably it's 915, right, at this region, right? Once the price stay above 910 or 915, pretty much I confident, right, you go to try 960. 1960 is able to breach, right? I anticipate you go to try on one so called 125 and 110. Okay, this is all about this century. All right. So any question for Century, right? I just want to add on last week, right? So why I want to tell is like I do see right this line now today, Friday, the candle is stay above the uptrend line. Okay. Any question before I go to next? So stop big. Okay. Of course. I think I will stop my position. Let's say till the stock is below 80 cent, which is a immediate psychology support, and also is validated by the recent down move, right? So at this level, okay. Okay. So looking at this, right? If you're asking me TP, let me do it this way. I can give you two TP, right? The first TP, right? Assuming the 910 is breached, right? And then the TP, the first TP probably is like, I mean, it should try very much should try 960. 960 breach, right? The TP, right? The first TP, right? Because of we have two scenario here. The first scenario is like um this, right? And here, let me put this way. You should put here because of wave number 5 is a 106, right? First TP, right? Give example, this is a wave number 5, right? 1106, right? And 125 is a wave number 3, right? 12123, right? So I don't want to draw much here, okay? But I can focus for you, right? Looking at this projection, right? Okay, looking at this, right? It's about 161.8 is like 126, right? Or the 125, right? I hope you get me, right? Okay. They have two profit target here, right? Okay. Any question before I move to the second my stock pick, which is whole week. Whole week. Okay. No. No. All right. Let's move on to whole week. Whole week. Okay. Whole week. I would say very interesting, and in a nutshell, right? You're looking at this in a nutshell. There is three three consecutive wave uptrend wave is pointing to north, right? It's uptrending, telling it's uptrending. And if you look, if those people who are following my web, right? I do ask to I do buy at this level the time, right? And my profit target is right at 56, right? 56 one, and all this come true. And when the time I do my last profit taking, I do also highlighting to the group, right? Please check out the blog I have, right? 565. I'm to ask. Do when I take the profit, I inform the group. So right after that is do a big collection here, right? Up to like 46 or 47, right? And after the recent collection, right? There's a big candle with like a high volume, right? It indicate there's a wave two collection down is ended, right? That's why I want to share here, right? Okay, let me go to second closure look, right? Okay, as I'm saying, big picture, right? That the long term investor, you look at the red color here is like I'm sorry, is like the red color, right? This 1 2 3, right? It is a institutional investor, right? And that there is some sort of like a huge volume increase here, right? During this time of period, right? I believe that quarter reports also out, right, saying that Hovid is very good result, blah blah blah, and so on, right? And by looking at this trend chart, right, the big picture, right, the institution investor is in, right? So which is promoting the price, like to me is like for them is I guess, right? Not say guess, based on the 11 blocking, right? Minimum for them, the top profit target for investor, institutional investor is a 70 cent, 91 cent, even up to 135. Okay. So and look at the closure look, which is institutional trader, right? We have an investor and trader, right? They have a group of trader work for them also. You look at this, right? We have the purple column right here, right? It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5 seem to be extended, right? Looking at this internal structure, right? That are aiming for 65 cents to 80 cents for those trader, institutional trader. And the last one will be the smaller wave, the great wave, wave 3, right? And the recent correction, which is like looking at this, let we going down further, right? And there is a big candle built on last Thursday, right? Those I a big candle is I looking on much more on the investor, right? Because of there is a long. I do have a join some of the group, even some of one of my follower will keep on shouting, have a good news on Hovid, and the guy is keep on promoting in my group, right? I just watching on that. So it's like trending up, no. Then after that, the news relays, no. There's a big gap, no. Some news come back. Those I guess, right? I think probably like the investor is high long term investor is in, right, and a big chunk of volume, high shoe volume is drying up the price, and this is an indication of the kind of like a morning star or trend reversal up is ongoing, and also indicate the wave 2 is end. And Friday form a doji, right? The doji indicate, right, there is an indecision. I think if you ask me, it's a very healthy collection because of like the huge drying up, right? Just imagine by 1 or 2 days more than 10%, definitely there is a profit taking take place, right? So and after probably like the price able to stay, right? Probably let me take a look about that, right? Looking at this, is if you ask me, right, I bought some. It's not much stock on this, right? I'm looking at, let's say there is some sort like a retracement up to like probably like 38.2% or even 61%, right? Is a provide opportunity to for me to collect more, right, before the next upswing, right? That's for about whole week, okay? And you look at this, right? Um, just elevate itself, you might not able to catch a ball, right? I very much compare and with the help of this divergent and convergent, right? Hidden divergent, right? You don't understand what is hidden divergent perfectly fine. Right? I don't much expect you to know all that stuff, right? Because of you not attended my training, right? So hidden divergent, right? And also I do see like I say the morning star, right? And then we have the upswing how you call the trend line increase, right? Okay, let me okay trend line quite a mess of my anyway, the trend line upswing, right? Trend line upswing here, right? Look at this, right? The trend line angle is upswing, and this is very much telling like trend is continue to grow, and acceleration up, right? And again, we have like trend line support and also the role reversal support line here, which is indicates kind of like 47, right? Yeah, exactly. Of course, like 47, 47 right here. This is a click here, right? Okay, and 47 showing the role reversal support line and also the uptrend support line to get decoupled with this so-called if you don't look at the big candle, right, there is some sort of like hammer, right? There's two hammer here. Is like indicate there's a support level, and confirmed by the big huge candle volume, right? It's a zig. There's a huge volume, right? There's a massive buying here. I don't know what's trigger here, but anyway, I commit myself into this stock. Okay, and the profit target for me is like from 56 cent, 59.5, and 77 cent, right? My stop loss is 47.0, right? So don't worry, right? Don't you might need to write down. You're going to send a summary what I'm presented. Okay. Okay. Any question for whole week? Right, whole week fundamental is good, right? Let me, yeah, you might just ask any question if you have, right? Let me show something, right? So Yeah, if you have any question, just raise out, right, while I'm doing searching for something, right? Okay. And oh, how about sense of and entry? Guy, I think I'm doing for this whole week, right? Whatever you guys do asking have any sense of, or I heard the Naga and so on, right? In fact, sense of, right? I did take a small loss during his correction down, right? So anyway, okay. So I any question related to whole week, please raise a question. Other than this, right, you might wait until the open and answer in question. Okay. So while doing this, right, I do pull off some sort like fund ownership trend, right? You looking at this, right? You looking at this, like the how US value fund incorporation is buying whole week, right? DFA emerging market small cap portfolio is buying, right? And that's why the powerful of Elewave is I can really look into, right? Of course, this is not 100%, but it's carry certain weightage, right? Because of those big boy, the really fun, right? Those big fun is using this Elewave for Fibonacci or on retracement and so on, right? So you do look at this, right? The how invest value fund corporation and DFA emerging market is buying for this fund. Okay, so yeah, this is what is another point of sharing. Okay, so any more question for whole week? If not, I will move on to the next one. Okay, no, yeah. How do you get the fund ownership info? Yeah, you might just go to Um, grab it in the internet, right? There is a bunch of information down there, right? So it's not a secret, right? You just go to internet to search for it, right? Okay, all right. So question about the technical analysis, I'm good in that. Other than FA, I'm not. In fact, I guess you are much more better than me. All right. Okay, next move on to next one. If no, okay. The third one is the Insas, right? The Insas which I want to go through. Okay, Insas, in a nutshell, looking at this trend, right? I used to I used to like to analyze is like sometimes big trend and listen small trend up. Looking at this is like um W X Y X Z. What does it mean W X Y X Z? Typically, in a nutshell, it's called a triple zigzag, right? Triple zigzag wave, right? And the X wave is seem to be entered, right? And the wave Z is coming up, right? And you're looking at the coastal rope, right? We do see have the two information here. The first information like that recently there is two time trial on this support line is 91 cent. Um, if your broker able to open up hourly chart, right? I pretty much sure you can see the double bottom with like kind of like a divergent, right? The bullish divergent, right? And and with that, there is a first try and it's forming the like a shooting star, right? In fact, looking at this three candle, it's kind of like evening star, which is promoting the bearish implication. And again, right, from the last 3 day candle, right, and Friday there is a big huge candle. Remember those huge candle, big huge candle with volume is carrying some sort of like information. You look at this, is its volume is really huge, right? And it does like people is start to committing their money to in, right? Well, one thing I like is like um there is like once it break about, you say it break about this so called shooting star or evening star, it telling me, the bull is taking over, right, and it's promoting the price so accelerating up, right, and we're looking at the elay wave, right. I would say this is a wave P. My projection, right, my projection, right, tomorrow, right, let's say it's okay able to go above 965. pretty much confident you will go to try on $1, 105, right? 105 is the first trying area is a 161.5, and very common, right? Very common if you are good in Fibonacci and so on, or elevate trading, right? 161.5 is pretty much will be there, right? Once it's pass about this level, right? The next level, right? I would say is like 105, right? So and please watch out for this, right? Um, I do see pretty divergent double bottom line and also the row reversal support line over here, right, which is 91 cent. Yeah, that's right. And my stop loss, right? My stop loss is nearly about 8%, right? Which is let's say the price is drop below 90 cent, I will get out for this um Insas, right? Okay, my profit target here and here, no, and here, right? So um, I will apply the tunings accordingly. Okay. Question? Any question? Any question about Insas? Any question about Hovid or Century? Right? Right? Any question? Okay. If no question, I think thanks for. Okay, this time there is a question about this about how you call the sense of, right? Yeah, sense of. In fact, I do get out of sense of while it's about 42.5 cent, right? I do see some sort like trend is changing, right? Trend is changing and weakness show, right? That's why I decided to get out of this sense of, right? So and as of now, you ask me, I don't want to look into that because of it is showing the downtrend, but downtrend, I not very interested to look in that, right? So we have much more better stuff to go for it. Okay. So any more questions? So if not, then probably I would say we will end this section, right? So I will send out a summary. Like give another 1 or 2 minutes. If no question, I will end this. Okay. The Naga. Okay, the Naga. What is about the Naga? Right. You want to know about the Naga? What is a trend or entry point or where are we? Can you much more specific so that I can assist you? Yeah, MK, you please more specific so that I can help you on that. Oh, okay. Where's my data? The Naga. Entry and DB and technical word going isn't drop a lot. Okay, how about six that? Okay, time. Okay, I go for the Naga first. Alright, okay. The Naga National. Okay, This question is like the Naga is drop a lot and now is that where they go in and so on, right? So you ask me the Naga is called like a head and shoulder, right? The head and shoulder formation, right? There is a very carry a big message here. There is a, I know he's keep on pumping me. Okay, let me taste. Oh, I don't know. You cannot go in. I also can't help you much. Okay. Okay, let's back to here, right? The Naga, right? And it's very clear. It's a head and shoulder, right? Distribution phase, right? In the big picture, distribution phase, right? And you ask me, can I go in? I will not go in. I anticipate you might another stroke down. Let me draw for you how to read another stroke down. Right? I could be wrong. Right? So you're looking at this. Right? Is promoting. It seems to be like the big candle is coming up. Okay. Typically, one, two. Okay. Typically, the um the price will move in such a way like zigzag. Okay. And this is like left shoulder. This is like a head. This is a right shoulder. Okay, right shoulder. And this is A, right? B and C, right? Right. Let's say the neckline is broke, right? Eventually, right? The target will be probably up to like $11 and so on, right? And looking at closer picture, this is one, right? This is two, this is three, right? Right, fall is coming up to here, right? You might measure using the retracement tool, right? Right, measure like 38%, probably another stroke coming down to here, right? Right, go down to the neckline. Then the time you might consider to buy some to keep, right? That's for this Tenaga. My point of view, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, right? You make your own how you call or assessment. All right. So Cao Tim Tenaga, okay. Okay, six that. Is this a good timing to buy? What about MP? MP I have second. Jason, right time to okay. I got three stock. Want to go for it? Okay, let's go for six stack. My ex favorite stock, right? I don't buy now. It's like let me help you to do some assessment, right? You make your own call. I don't ask anyone to buy sell, right? So let's go for six stack. Fine, six stack. How could it be? I can't find. Okay, okay, here we go. Okay, six stack. Okay, you see, right? First thing first. I first of all I looking at this, right, six stack as a now that you might have a further collection. You know, first thing you might need to look at the trend, whether is that the up or down trend. Big trend still up, no. Mid trend, broken line. You see, look at here, it's broken, no. Okay, and if you buy, right, because of remember that role reversal, right, those who is my student, you know about that. That support line is here now, right, about this region. Okay, about this region, right. um okay, yeah, it's about here, right. Yeah, that's right, I would say support zone about here. Okay, and and it does rebound, right? Rebound when the rebound up to this level, right? I pretty much you might have inviting more seller to come in, right? Looking at here, right? My back to here, right? So you're looking at another curve, right? Go head and shoulder, right? It's a distribution phase, right? Head and shoulder, right? It's zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. It's more on distribution phase, right? I will stay away as of now, right? I couldn't see any um a so-called a clear uptrend line. Okay, in fact, I do trick couple around of six stack, right? So if you guys follow me, you guys know me is doing this six stack. All right, so move on. Okay, MP. What is the what? You guys really type it better so that I can help. Else I don't know how to guess your question. I will skip or MP. I don't know what is the question. Okay. Jason, is it right? DGSP, the price move up and down. Is right time to get? Okay, the price move up and down, wrong. I don't know what the question. I'm really sad about that. Let me stop for the recording. Okay, let me stop for recording first.